No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses those phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful. Not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. There he goes down the right side. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Buys a little extra time. The throw. Pulls it in. It's Durham. Oh, ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Gonna run it. It's Durham. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're
Turning it on! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to throw, it's It's Lagway. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
On third down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a...
He wants to take the top off. Grabs it inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Pick up on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
Another Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The UConn offense and defense have complemented themselves very nicely today, and this fan base always travels well. All of those factors could equal a big-time road win. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Grab near the sticks, it's Jackson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's ball.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch, it's Hawkins. The Gators will move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his...
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Using his legs, it's Durham. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's going for the big play. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Fires to the middle, and it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Got a man. It's Wilson. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint. Try to put some points on the board.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ready up. Here we go.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown LSU! Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. The quick out. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Powers through the defender. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Now improvising. Slithers into space.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. LSU quick to the line. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there's the ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, this guy has just been Johnny on the spot. Last week he had 2 fumble recoveries, and here he is again in this game, locating the ball after it comes loose and hopping on it for his defense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Sends it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Lagway. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling them on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
And, man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
Second down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to East Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He breaks a tackle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. QB draw. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the air, it's Lagway. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. Slings it downfield. And he's thrown another interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
He wants to change this route. They'll go to the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking for his man in the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
To throw, it's Lagway. Still looking, on the move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long.
42, Spider.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Gators line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Let's go. Kill.
They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets. Bye, Felicia.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, LSU! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the...
Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Gators have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Find some fresh air. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.